Hey, how's it everybody? Spike from Wavescape.co here with your surf report for the Western Cape for the weekend of the 5th of December 2020. As we head into the Christmas season, we're stuck right in the middle of a spate of really strong southeast. We've had it for a few days now and we've got it for a few days yet. So the weekend is really marred, if you like, by really strong southeasters and a waning swell. Before we carry on, here's my little highlights package from the last week.
Just as looking outside, see the black and you. All is gonna outside. Just as looking inside. Hell is going outside. Just a looking inside. Hell is going outside. One way. Working down the street, seeing all the girls here.
Alrighty. As you could see, there was a little bit of a bird theme going on there. It's been amazing amounts of terns and just absolutely crazy the amount of birds down in the deep south. Do you see behind me this beautiful piece of artwork here? Well, it's the board by Brett Murray for this year's Wavescape Surf and Ocean Festival. We're auctioning it on Instagram, so go to wavescapefestival.com and check it out. Proceeds go towards Western Cape Ocean charities. Okay, so the wind has been howling, typical summer high pressure system, and it rules the roost. So early Friday, you can see down here a big storm that has passed somewhere around the screaming 60s or the screaming 70s. That was the storm that was behind the swell that we are still seeing around today. And there you have it, 13 feet at 15 seconds. So that's a nice raunchy, punchy 6 to 8 foot swell on the open coast. And the trend for that is to ease off all weekend. So by the end of day Friday, 12 feet at 13 seconds, and then overnight into Saturday, 11 feet at 10 seconds, so it's actually suddenly losing it quite dramatically. And of course that is going to be aided and abetted by a very strong southeast. So let's just zoom in a little bit. Let's have a look at that southeaster. So basically Friday morning early, typically starting to strengthen again in the afternoon and howling by the evening. And often that is the case, when we get a low pressure system over the land where it's warm to hot and 35 degrees up here, and that low pressure system often moves south and it interfaces with the high pressure system, and this gradient here causes all this wind. By Saturday morning in the early hours, the wind's still pumping off Cape Point, but it's abated inland and still blowing moderate to fresh along the southern Cape coast. And then of course that just builds momentum all day, and the swell is, as I say, waning, but still a little bit around, maybe 3 to 4 foot on the open coast. But it's pretty much onshore on this side of the coast, strong by afternoon, pretty much onshore, southerly to southwesterly up the west coast. So that's not really ideal. And strong southeast around the Cape Peninsula. So maybe a few waves, icy cold down the beaches, I should say. And then early on Sunday, pretty much the same conditions. Now you're getting a bit of wind swell from the southeast wind, 9 feet at 7 seconds. You can see the whole of the coastline is impacted by those strong easterly onshores. So not a lot to really report actually, and moderate southwesterly onshores up the west coast, but by now it's pretty much flat. I don't think there's much going on at all. Anything under 10 seconds and anything under 7 feet ambient swell means zilch or zip, but lots of easterly wind swell all the way along this coastline. And then in terms of the tides, we're moving towards a neap tide cycle. Sunday, Monday, very low variations there with high tide in the morning at 8 and low tide around lunchtime, 12 noon on Saturday. What else to report? Early next week, we do get some respite from the southeaster. On Monday, a little low pressure system starts moving down the west coast. It starts to approach Cape Town. The high pressure system has moved away from us. The next high is basically not interfacing much with us at all, and you can see a northerly wind starts to blow on Tuesday, patches of rain, and then there on Wednesday morning we may get a little bit of rain. Okay, that's it for now. See you guys around, hopefully in the surf, otherwise at the Wavescape Festival, which runs until the 12th of December. Cheers.
It's going outside.